The Eritrean Embassy in Washington, D.C. has issued a scathing rebuttal to an opinion piece by Michael Rubin, a senior fellow at the American Enterprise Institute, in which he labeled Eritrea as the North Korea of Africa and called for US support for regime change in the country. Rubin's article, published on January 6, 2025, criticized Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki's governance, accusing him of fostering authoritarianism, economic collapse, and regional instability. In his piece, Rubin argued that Eritrea, despite its early promise after independence in 1993, has devolved into an oppressive state under Afwerki. He likened Eritrea's indefinite national service program to slavery, accused the government of running its embassies as tools of extortion against the diaspora, and branded the country a state sponsor of terrorism. Rubin advocated for tighter US sanctions on Eritrea, its financial institutions and key officials, suggesting that a proactive strategy is needed to empower Eritrean opposition groups and prepare for a transition as Isaias's health declines. Rubin's critique did not stop at domestic governance. He accused Eritrea of destabilizing the Horn of Africa by interfering in conflicts in Sudan, Somalia, and Ethiopia, asserting that the country operates as a criminal enterprise rather than a functional state. In its response, the Eritrean Embassy in Washington dismissed Rubin's claims as biased, misleading, and reflective of his history of advocating for disastrous interventions in countries like Iraq, Libya, and Syria. The embassy characterized Rubin's portrayal of Eritrea as a deliberate distortion, ignoring the nation's achievements and resilience in overcoming immense challenges. The embassy highlighted Eritrea's progress in healthcare, education, and infrastructure, citing reduced infant mortality and improved literacy rates as evidence of the country's focus on human development. It rejected Rubin's characterization of Eritrea's national service as forced labor, describing it instead as a collective effort to safeguard sovereignty and foster national unity during times of crisis, such as the border war with Ethiopia. The statement accused Rubin and like-minded critics of perpetuating outdated narratives about Eritrea, dismissing its achievements and contributions to regional peace. Notably, the embassy carefully avoided direct criticism of the United States, marking a shift from Asmara's previous tone in international discussions. This deliberate moderation suggests that Eritrea is seeking to normalize relations with the incoming Donald Trump administration. Unlike past rhetoric that targeted Washington, the statement focused on defending Eritrea's sovereignty and achievements without antagonizing the United States. Rubin's article appears to be crafted to influence the Trump administration's approach to Eritrea and the Horn of Africa. By framing Eritrea as a threat to regional stability and United States interests, Rubin has placed Eritrea's government under scrutiny. On the other hand, Eritrea's measured response signals its willingness to engage constructively with the new White House leadership. The critical question remains, how will the Trump administration view Eritrea and the broader Horn of Africa? Will it echo Rubin's call for a harder stance, or will it opt for a more balanced approach to engagement in the region?